Landon, I need to ask you a question. Do you like food?
Of course not. Who do you think I am? I have to say, I'm an avid food enjoyer myself, in all honesty. I eat at least once a day.
Yeah, sometimes 2 or 3 times even. If you had to pick a favorite food, what would that be?
Are we talking favorite food as in like something from a restaurant or just overall type of food? Like as broad as saying meat or having to be specific to the type of meat?
I would say having to be specific to the type of meat. This question is, what's your favorite food? And then what is your favorite type of food?
Yeah. Um, Seafood. Would that be the type of food? I guess that would be the type of food. I love seafood.
Yeah,
If
that
I
would
had
be.
to pick a specific type of seafood, I would pick the crustaceans.
Mm,
They're quite tasty to me. I love shrimp.
yeah, that would make me vomit. Hmm.
Yup. It's a very sad life you live, not liking the best food on earth.
Yeah, I wish I liked seafood. It just kind of makes me want to die. So,
No, I'm gonna look
but
up real quick to see if shrimp are actually crustacean, because I might have to change my answer just in case. Just in case.
I'm just
Yeah,
now
definitely shrimp.
I'm just now realizing I probably should have thought of this question so I would have an
I
answer.
didn't think of this. I didn't think of an answer to this question until you just asked me. You've had more time than I have.
I love anything with
Oh,
cream cheese,
dude,
like a
cock.
cheesecake or like a. Oh yeah, I love penis, dude.
Just you do be the penis lover out of us two,
Well,
canonically.
well, is it canon yet? It's canon to the friendship. It's not canon on the podcast yet.
It's canon now. I just spoke it into existence.
Well, fuck. My favorite type of food, probably barbecue. Like
Mm.
fucking barbecue, like nachos or tater tots.
We
Pulled pork,
we really
cheese.
did both get raised in the South. Barbecue is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is the actual best food.
My dad makes some good barbecue. So you have the smoker.
Mm.
Oh, that's some tasty meat right there. I love eating my dad's tasty, moist, juicy meat that he
Oh
hands me.
yes. Yeah, yeah, I
Normally
agree.
on the plate.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when we did it together. We just both sat down and ate your dad's juice, moisty, succulent meat at the same time.
It was quite delicious. Hopefully, we get to do it again sometime. It's been a while since I've enjoyed my dad's nice, sweet, succulent meat.
This is internet content. I'm Jake, that's Landon, and we're the boys. If you've ever seen anything on the internet, that was us. Unless you
Yes.
didn't like it or it was problematic, then that was
And
not
if someone
us.
else says it is theirs, it was secretly us. Like, the
Yeah,
deep state, the people that actually run America, those guys, we're basically that for the internet.
yeah, pretty much. Just anything. If you've ever watched anything on the internet, we did that.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
What the fuck are you talking about? If you are,
Um,
in fact, a person who
you
likes
only
food,
answered no, no, we gotta back it up a little bit. You only answered one of your two questions about the food.
I
You
said I
gave the
like
very
barbecue
specific
and I
type of
like
food.
cheesecake.
I missed the cheesecake part. Aren't those two specific types of food?
Barbecue is a type of
Yeah,
food.
I guess
Cheesecake is
there
a
is. It is not
specific.
just barbecue pork. There's
Yeah.
other things that get used as barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I mean, barbecue's a whole thing. Like you get the corn,
I
get the
just never
green
think
beans, get
about
the
the.
fucking Brunswick stew, get the all that shit.
I just never think about
Things other
the
than pulled
it
pork.
not
Yeah, I felt
being
that. I felt
chicken
that.
or it not being pork. I just said
Yeah,
chicken,
yeah.
even though it's not what I was thinking of. It's fine. It's fine.
Now,
I do
it,
like the convenience of driving to a place, saying I want food, and then I have it within 10 minutes.
we're gonna talk about the places where you can do that.
I love getting food now. It's one of my favorite activities.
The first one we have here, we have A&W. Have you ever been to an A&W?
I have been to an A&W one time. It was years ago. I was probably only like 13 years old.
Mm.
It was quite tasty. I do really enjoy root beer, so having root beer off of a tap like that, it was absolutely delicious.
Yeah, the only like I didn't even know A&W was a restaurant until like the other week. Like I'd only heard of the root beer. Thought it was just the root beer. Like what kind of stuff do they have other than, root
I
beer?
had a burger. I I had a burger.
So
It was a burger
okay.
place.
What did you think of it?
Well, I gotta think really hard about this one. It was a very long time ago. I remember it being good.
Yeah.
I had no complaints, but I also was a child. I would put it in B tier just because I had no ill opinions of it, but I don't remember it enough to say it was really good.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, I have a story about this next one. Arby's. Arby's, Arby's, Arby's.
We
I
have the meats.
I say it's Arby's. Is Arby's the one with the curly fries? I always get it and
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. mixed up. Okay, Arby's is the
They
one with the
they
curly fries, yeah.
are wait, yeah, no, yeah.
No. Okay. But me and my grandpa were traveling somewhere. I was probably 8 years old at the time.
Hmm.
And we stopped at Arby's. We got a sandwich and we got some fries. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But those fries had probably 4 or 5 times as much seasoning as they needed to. And me being a small child, I just thought, those are different.
Yeah.
And later that day, I paid the repercussions of having so much seasoning in my stomach, and it left my stomach very, very violently.
Sounds like a Zaxby's experience more than anything, honestly.
I am glad I've never had an experience like that at Zaxby's. I love Zaxby's.
Because they put so much seasoning on there. They don't put enough,
Not
but they put so
anymore.
much.
They don't put enough anymore. Oh,
No, yeah, that's like an early 2000s Zaxby's experience.
in my more recent experiences of eating Arby's, uh, I probably just should have gotten something different than the roast beef with cheese.
Dude, yeah,
That
no.
was not very good.
People shit on Arby's so much, but honestly, to me, if it's any better than mid, it would just be slightly better. Like, I don't think it's bad, you know?
Is Arby's the one with the jalapeno poppers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I've had their chicken strips, and those were delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so for any of these restaurants, let's just say that it's not that great, but there's one thing that is
Hmm.
just amazing. That one
Burger
thing
King.
should. Yep.
Okay.
That one thing should elevate it more so. You know what I mean? I feel like that's
What are
kind of how
you
we should judge them.
What are you thinking for Arby's, placement wise?
Either B or C. I feel like the Arby's haters would put it in C, but I don't know if it deserves a B. Because for me, like I even like the roast beef sandwiches, even though I've heard that's like the worst thing there. I even like that. But anything else I've had there is also good. You know the little sliders they have? They have like the chicken sliders
No,
and
but
the
okay, that sounds good.
dude. No, yeah. If you ever want Arby's, they have little sliders. Just get all of them that don't involve corned beef, because corned beef is
Mm,
of the devil.
my parents love corned beef hash. I
Fuck
can
them.
have a little bit of it before my body says, "Hey, man, you should calm yourself."
The only thing that can make corned beef hash slightly bearable is mixing it with eggs. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you have to eat breakfast in the morning, but that's the only thing there. There's also some eggs. Just mix it together. It makes it go down a little bit easier.
Before you had said your ideas of where we should place Arby's, I was thinking B. Like, yes, my experience with the fries and that sandwich were not very good.
And I love jalapeno poppers.
I probably would not enjoy the fries a whole bunch now, but
No, the fries still slap.
I
The
can't
fries are
imagine
still
they're bad.
really
I've had
good.
their not curly fries and they were very good.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
was
no,
thinking B tier because of the very good stuff that I did have.
Arby's has great sides. Like if I could just get a meal that was just sides at Arby's. I mean, the
That's what my uncle
fries, the
does.
curly fries, and the jalapeno poppers. Ooh.
My uncle would do that whenever we were working. He would just get
Mm,
some fries and some jalapeno poppers, and that would be his meal.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So B, would you put it over or under
Mhm.
A&W?
I kind of don't even want to care about deciding where it goes in between on the tiers. It is
Mm,
just in B tier.
yeah, okay, fair enough. Now,
I have no clue what this
yeah,
next
do you
place
know
is.
what the hell a Baja Fresh is?
I Where even are those? Let's see. Okay, there is one that is a couple hours away from me.
Yeah, there's one
I
that's
might
an hour and a
just
half for me. Anyway, Baja Fresh going in never had because that is in fact a tier that we have as access to. Have you ever been to a Blimpie?
Yes. Well, I've not. I guess I've been in one to pick up stuff. Um, but it's like sub sandwiches. It
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that I've seen are all in gas stations.
Hmm. How is it?
But it was a sub sandwich. I did not enjoy the ones that I had. I didn't pick it out. It was just like some ham
Mm-hmm.
ones and some turkey things. We had them at work,
Mm-hmm.
but they were not bad. I would put it in B tier. It wasn't anything
B.
special. Man, we were filling up B quickly. I can't wait
Okay.
until we have things that we haven't enjoyed and things that we have enjoyed.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Ooh, dude,
I've never eaten at a Bojangles.
really? No, yeah.
Yep.
Bojangles is pretty fire. Like, honestly,
My dad says it's good.
is there? Okay, yeah. There's Popeyes on here and Raising Cane's. They're pretty much all three the same thing. Bojangles, Raising
Mm-hmm.
Cane's, and Popeyes. So if you've had one of them, you've had all of them, pretty much. Like, the chicken strips, real crispy, real juicy. The fries,
Mm-hmm.
like Cajun made, the real seasoned. So I, mm, I might put that in. I'm deciding between A and B because
Stick it in A. We got to get some variation.
yeah, I think we need an A because yeah, no,
There's some
Bojangles
good
fucking
ones in this
slaps.
list.
Mm.
There's some good ones down there.
All right,
What is this next one?
Boston Market
I've
rotisserie
not been
chicken,
to one of those.
rotisserie what's it?
Rotisserie chicken.
Rotisserie kitchen. That is really
Kitchen.
tiny. I can't read
We should still not give it a ranking, saying we've never been to it.
it. Yep,
So
yep, yep. All right. Whopper,
can
Whopper,
we
Whopper, Whopper,
can
Junior
can we
Bacon,
just
Double Whopper.
can we just put this in S tier? Not
At
for anything on the menu
BK, have it your
except the
way.
bacon cube,
You
which I think
rule.
is amazing. The chicken
Yeah, no,
fries are pretty good. I enjoy the chicken fries.
on the Bacon King itself, it deserves an S tier.
Hmm
I
Like, I don't care as much for their other burgers, but man, I could go for a Bacon King most times a
Yep,
day.
yep. And I don't know why so many people shit on Burger King. Like they
That's
always
because
talk
the
about
rest
how
of their
gross it
menu
is.
isn't very great.
I mean, I don't even mind like a Whopper. I don't mind their chicken sandwiches either. They're just not good compared to other places. Except the Whopper. The Whopper is
Oh,
still all right. But the Bacon
that's,
King,
the Bacon King is so
holy
good.
shit! Like
Oh, such an amazing combination of sauce
it
and meat and
really is.
cheese. Mm.
Oof. I'm having an orgasm just thinking about it. And then I think about the fries, and then it just makes me want to die a little bit. But it's okay because
Yeah,
I have a Bacon King.
my
Yeah.
mom loves their fries, and I don't understand.
They just, they just, they're
They're not crunchy enough.
they're just not good. No, yeah.
They're
Like even
not.
if they just like cooked them like 5 more minutes, just made them way too crunchy, that would make them better considerably. Even if they still didn't taste.
Hmm hmm
Because they just don't taste. They don't even put enough salt on it. Like if I just had a
It's a
salty
very
potato,
common thing for places to not put enough salt on their fries.
yeah, yeah. But on the basis of the Bacon King alone, I think Burger King deserves an S tier for sure. Um, what was
We're
that
gonna
that we
catch flack
had?
for that one.
Yeah, no. What was that one that we had in whatever year of high school? the like Cheeto chicken sandwich or
Oh,
something.
that was at KFC, but yeah, we tried that Cheetos
uh
chicken sandwich, and it was so
yeah, it
not
was
very
the
good.
worst.
Like the
Yeah.
chicken tasted good, and the bread was fine. It's just like if we didn't have the cheese sauce on it, it would have been a good sandwich. But that cheese sauce was awful. We didn't expect it to be good, but
Yeah,
it was just worse than we were
it was
expecting.
the
Still,
worst thing that I've ever put into my mouth from a fast food restaurant. It was so bad.
a Cane's. I've never been to a Cane's.
All right. Yeah, so I thought Cane's was only in Louisiana, but apparently there are also some we were at the beach last year in Florida and we saw
Mm.
a Cane's there. So apparently there are other places. I thought they were just in Louisiana, but either way, I have had it. It is in fact pretty much a Popeyes and a Bojangles. Everything I said about Bojangles also applies to Raising Cane's. The only difference is Raising Cane's fries, I'm pretty sure. Or no. It's not the fries. It's their sauce is literally just Zaxby's sauce.
Mm. Delicious. I
Yeah,
love
like they
Zaxby's
just
sauce.
straight up stole it. But other than that, it's the same exact thing as a Bojangles and a Popeyes. So I'll put that up in A tier as well.
Uh,
All right.
Carl's Jr.
All right. I don't know
That's
what the
fair.
fuck that is, so let's just pretend it says Hardee's and move on.
I do really enjoy Hardee's. They have changed
Dude,
their menu recently, and they took off the burger that I like the most.
how recently?
I mean, it had to have been a month or two ago.
Oh, okay. I haven't
But
been
that
there.
that burger that had the bacon wrapped around it, that was like
Wrapped
their
around
equivalent to,
it?
yeah, it was like, so there's burger, cheeseburger, or whatever, all the mess, and then
Huh.
it's like in the center on the top is where four pieces of bacon meet in like a plus formation, and they wrap around the sides of the burger and meet at the bottom again.
Like they wrap around the burger in between the pieces of bread or outside of the bread?
In between the pieces of bread,
Okay,
just
okay.
around the patties.
Okay, that is fine. I was concerned for a minute there. That
It was
you're just
quite
like
tasty,
holding
but
on to
they
the bacon.
oh
Okay,
no,
I
it's
get it. Okay.
like that one chicken sandwich where it's chicken instead of bread. Those things are so messy.
Mm-hmm. But no, dude, Hardee's burgers are genuinely so good. Have you ever had
I
the
like their fries. Their fries are always nice and
dude?
salty,
Yeah,
in my
100%.
experience.
Yeah, no, their fries are similar to Wendy's fries to me.
Mm, they're
Like
very tasty.
they taste very similar. Have you had the Frisco burger?
I don't think so. I mean, I know I've
It's the
seen
one
them
where instead
on
of
the
like a
menu.
burger bun, it just looks like bread,
Yeah, okay, it's the
but it
no,
has,
I've not had that
Fresco
one.
sauce on it and it's really good.
Mhm.
The
Oh yeah, where are we gonna put this thing? I'm thinking A tier.
I do think it is better than Arby's by a significant
Hmm.
margin. So yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. All right,
I have
Checkers.
not had Checkers in a
Ah,
very long time. I
I have
don't even
not
remember the last
ever
time I
had
had
Checkers.
Checkers. I don't think we could properly rank this one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put that in never had them.
S tier. Do we need to explain? I don't. We don't need to explain. Chick-fil-A is so tasty. Dude, I
I mean,
love those chicken sandwiches. I love them chicken pieces to dip in their sauce. I love
dude,
those waffle fries. Their ice cream is good. Mm.
dude, Chick-fil-A's entire menu is
Hmm.
superb.
Yeah, I
They,
don't think I've had a thing that I've just not enjoyed.
yeah, no, like
Unless it was like due to a type of sauce that was on it.
yeah, no, they just everything on their menu. You said the
Hmm.
milkshakes, they have the
Dude, they're so
seasonal
good.
ones. Oh my god, the the one in either like summer or spring, whatever it is, the peach one,
Hmm. Oh, that just sounds good.
the peppermint milkshake they have in the winter. I can't remember the other ones because those two just so overpower it. I know they have a strawberry one all year, I
Yeah,
think.
those are. I think so. Those are tasty. I love strawberry
And
milkshakes
don't they
though.
have like vanilla or chocolate or something like that too?
I didn't at first. I did not say they're milkshakes, but they're ice cream. Because whenever you get a kids meal, if
It's
you
like a little
don't
ice cream
want your
cone.
toy, if you don't want your toy, you can bring it back to them and they'll give you an ice cream cone instead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've gotten the ice cream cone before because on the app
Mhm.
that's in the lowest tier of
Ooh,
the rewards.
it's good.
It is
It's almost
yeah,
like milky sugar is
it's
delicious.
good. Yeah, dude. We haven't even talked about the breakfast. Chick-fil-A breakfast is the actual
Oh,
best.
dude. Okay. I forget where it is. But gosh, I want to say the Chick-fil-A in Gulf Shores. When we lived there, one day out of the month, they would have all you could eat breakfast.
Mm.
Dude, so many chicken minis. Oh my
No,
god, those things are so good.
I love the chicken minis. However, when I go, I get the chicken sandwich. I mean the biscuit. The chicken biscuit is amazing.
Dude, I love those chicken minis. Dip them in some Chick-fil-A sauce. It's literally just a chicken nugget with some bread. It's so good.
Their lemonade too. We could talk about
Indeed.
Chick-fil-A for far too long. We could just name every single thing on the menu and be like, "Oh, that's so good." They have a chicken wrap that's like, it's wrapped in like lettuce and like a tortilla or whatever. It's got, I think, grilled chicken. You can get whatever sauce, but the avocado lime ranch is fire.
Have you ever had one of their burgers, like from the
From a
Truitt's? I know it's not
Truitt's?
actually
Yes.
Chick-fil-A.
No, dude, those
I've
are
never
so
had one,
good. Really? No, they're so
but I
good.
feel like I have to bring it up because it's not a very
Yeah.
common thing.
Yeah. No, I don't know of any other Truitt's other than the one that we
I
went
would
to, but
let's see. I don't even know. I'm gonna look it up to see if how many Truitts there even are. Are they just in Georgia, like just around there? The one in Griffin, and there's one not too far away.
yeah, like I didn't even know if there was more than one. Like I just know that that one exists. Yeah, if you don't know what Truitt's is, just think of a Chick-fil-A but more sit down. Like did they even have a drive-through before they added the Chick-fil-A like section?
I do not remember it before that section.
Really? Because I remember
I
at one
remember
point.
when they changed it and made it look nicer,
Mm,
but that is about it.
remember at one point when I was little, it was just the Druids. That was just another like area that you could sit in. It wasn't separated like it is now. It wasn't
There
like here's
are
the Chick-fil-A and here's the
three
Truitt's,
Truitts.
but in the entirety just of
Yeah, they're all in Georgia. One's in Noonan, one's in McDonough, and one's in Griffin,
that's
according
awesome.
to
But
this. I say that. I've gotten different answers. This one
yeah,
says there's one in Jonesboro. I don't know.
mm,
I guess that
could be like
would have
that.
been
That's
in
still in
McDonough then.
Georgia, so yeah.
Yeah, they're all very like within an
Mm,
hour drive of each other.
oh, hmm. But yeah, it's if you don't know what it is, it's like picture a Chick-fil-A, but it's like more of a sit-down restaurant. You sit down at your table, people come take your order, all that. It's like themed after a 50s style diner. There's like, you know,
Didn't there
fancy
used to be a
looking
train?
50s toys. There's not the train anymore?
I don't know if they took it down, but I just remember there being one at one point.
That's so sad if it isn't there anymore. So
Where
sad.
they had the button that you could press to get it to
Yeah.
go.
And they had the jukebox.
Of the forbidden fruit of Chick-fil-A
Mm-hmm.
hamburger.
Chipotle.
Have you ever eaten at one of those places? I I really like Chipotle sauce on things, but I've never been to a Chipotle.
Yeah, this is a weird one because like Chipotles are everywhere. I just for whatever reason have never been to one. Like there's always been a Chipotle somewhere close to where I am. I just never have found myself inside of a Chipotle.
Well, I know where this one's going.
Oh, Church's Chicken. Have you been to a Church's Chicken?
I haven't been to one since I lived in Alabama, which I would have been between the ages of 6 and 12. It's very similar to a KFC. It's just a chicken place.
I was about to say, take a KFC. and take a Popeyes and make them have a baby, that baby will be Church's chicken. You know what I mean? As far as like,
Where would what are you thinking for the ranking of this here Church's Chicken?
I might put it in B.
Okay. Because
'Cause,
I know a little bit more about the next few that we're getting, so I'll actually be able to have some input for those.
I think I think B is kind of mid. For something to be C, I think it kind of has to be offensive. It's just like bad, you know.
Yeah.
Right, Cookout. I have
Cookout. Have you
not
ever
been
been to
to
a
one.
cookout? Oh, dude, I love Cookout.
Really?
They're uh the last time I went was a little over a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
but at least then, dude, they have such good prices for the amount of food you get.
Hmm.
It's like there's the different options you can get your tray with, like, and then so there's the I gotta think about my words for a second. You have your food that is like the big portion. It's like going to a Chinese restaurant. You pick what chicken you want. It's just not chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You pick your main food, and then you pick your two sides. Do they have bacon wraps? Oh my god, those bacon wraps are phenomenal.
So what you're telling me is that it's America Panda Express?
Well, I would say that that's an insult because this food is very good.
Go fuck yourself, okay?
You
Actually,
just have no
nobody
taste
cares about
buds.
your fucking opinion.
I think Cookout should go in A tier unless you're willing to put it in S tier. But I'd leaning more towards A tier.
Okay,
It's very good. Have you ever
right.
been to a Culver's?
I have not.
Dude, Culver's is good. Have you ever had custard?
Yeah.
They have very, very good custard.
Hmm.
Because instead of like just having milkshakes or whatever, that's their thing. They have cheese curds.
Mm-hmm.
Those are delicious. Um, I've only been twice, but I took my sister out one time. She had to go do something,
Mm-hmm.
but it was close by, so we ate there. Oh my god, it was so good. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say, but yeah, it's I forget what exactly it is. It's like I think it's cook to order and cook to serve. You know, like they cook it when you order, or they cook it before, planning on people to order that food, and they just keep it
Mm-hmm.
warm. Culver's cooks it when you order your food, so it's always very fresh. They have some very good burgers.
I was trying to find the name of it because I do not see it on this list. But from what I've heard about it, it seems like it would be similar to a Freddy's. Have you been to a Freddy's?
I've not been to a Freddy's.
They're First of all, the full name of the restaurant is Freddy's Frozen
I've
Custard and Steak Burgers.
I've seen some. I've passed by some recently.
Mm. I can't
This does look
speak.
very similar.
Mm, I can't speak to the product of their burgers or their fries. I've only had their frozen custard and their milkshakes, but they're pretty fire. Like I can't lie. Um, Also, shout out Freddy's for allowing me to throw up blood in your parking lot after I got my wisdom teeth taken out.
Culver's, their burgers are called butter burgers because of
Oh.
how they cook their buns.
Just use a shit ton of butter? Like,
I mean, they just put butter on it and then put the buns onto the grill instead of just putting the meat onto the bun, just to like get it toasty on the one side,
I
like how you
I'm
would
I'm
do a
sup-
grilled cheese,
no,
kind
yeah,
of,
that that's
just
that's that's
without
what
the
I do
extra
when I
stuff.
make burgers.
Yeah, you do it the good way to make your bread taste good.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that not everywhere does that. That should just be a normal thing. Like that should be the bare minimum to make a burger is to have the buns toasted. Where would you
I would put
put
Culver's in
Culver's?
A tier. A tier. A
A?
tier. Easy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that was good. I'd go back there. That was
Del
very tasty.
Taco.
I have had Del Taco one time, and the
Hmm.
stuff that I got was like literally the cheapest stuff on the menu.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna give myself much of an opinion on this because they were just pretty okay. But it was
What did you think
literally
about
just
it though?
I had bean burritos and some tacos that was literally just some meat and cheese. I
But were
did
they
not
good?
have I they were okay. They were just a very bland choice of food.
This and spoiler alert, Jack in the Box. I haven't had either of them, but I have kind of the same opinion on them. From everything that I've seen, they just look like really shitty and like unnecessarily greasy. That's just everything that I've seen from them. I haven't been to either one, but that's just the impression I've gotten.
I feel
What?
like you could describe most fast food places' food with that
Well,
without
no,
tasting
no, but
it.
it's like you just pull it out of the bag and you're just like, that is sad. Then you look at the bottom of the bag and like everything's about to fall out because it's just saturated in grease, you
I
know?
did not have that experience at all with our food being in the bag.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that impression in my head, but that's that's what I think of when I think of a Del Taco. I do not know why.
Um,
Where would you
should
put
we
it?
just go through? I would just put it in the never had because
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't feel like I could rank this one properly.
Yeah.
Denny's. I like Denny's. I like Denny's. I
As has been
have you?
established in the friendship lore, I have never been to a Denny's.
It's a breakfast place. It I've gone there a whole bunch of times because my grandpa was a truck driver, and that's he would just go to Denny's all over the country.
Mm.
He literally just knows people that work in random Denny's around the U.S.
Hmm.
Like if we just go over to Utah and we go to some specific town, we'll pull up in the Denny's and he can ask, "Hey, is so and so here?" And then we'll get treated extra special.
Oh, hey, Murdo. I If I remember to do this while I'm editing, I'll put a picture of Myrtle up on the screen. She's the cutest little puppy in the world. She just knocked on my door, so she is in here too. Say hey, Myrtle.
We should just randomly in the episode just have a picture of one of our dogs just pop up at some time because we have lots of animals to go through before we have to start repeating.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Now Rupert is knocking at my door. He is much larger, so if he is loud, I apologize. God damn it.
I would put Denny's in B tier because it was
Hmm.
nothing that I had there was extravagant,
Yeah.
but nothing was like all that bad. It was all just pretty alright. I'd go and eat there again, but I'm not going to go out of my way to eat there. Also, I have a discrepancy here that I just thought of. If these are fast food places, why is Denny's here? I've never been to a Denny's and not had them take like 20 minutes to give me my food.
I don't know,
Waffle
like,
House is on here.
yeah, IHOP is on here. I mean, it's fine. I think, like, there's fast food, fast casual, and then, like, kind of a higher class of fast casual, and then, like, an actual sit down restaurant. I would say Denny's is the low class fast casual.
Hmm.
That's in there with, like a IHOP. I mean, all these pizza places too. You have to call in your order beforehand. It's not like fast food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a IHOP, a Waffle House. But then the next tier up would be something that's not on here, like a Chili's, like a
Mm-hmm.
Longhorns. Then an actual
Um,
sit down restaurant would be, like your local Mexican place, your local, whatever.
Speaking of pizza, Domino's. I
Hey.
have not had Domino's in many years. I get no. I guess I had Domino's with you that one time when we
Mm,
brought it back to my grandparents' house.
all right. I'm just gonna. Uh, uh, mm, there it goes. It's there. We can't change it. I executive decision has been made. Domino's.
I'm not going to argue because I have not had enough times to have an opinion. I think most pizza is it's pretty alright.
Yeah, no. Spoiler alert: Domino's is the actual best pizza chain. I I can't think of anyone that even comes close. Maybe Papa John's, maybe, but it's just
I
the
think
actual best.
I think any pizza place that you don't know the name of is probably better than Domino's.
Mm,
There's some pizza place that you've never heard of that
I
is
I
in a
mean,
gas
when
station.
I say yeah, I agree. When I say that, I'm just talking about the chains.
Dairy Queen.
Marco's Pizza.
Oh, we're
I
not going
don't
off this.
I
Okay,
don't
please. I enjoy Marco's Pizza.
Marco's Pizza fucking sucks. It's the worst. It just, like most frozen pizzas, they would just find in a grocery store, just put it in the freezer. Most of them are astronomically better than a Marco's pizza.
I disagree
Marco's is
entirely.
so shit. Their
I
crust,
do not
so
agree with that
bad.
at all.
Their cheese is unnecessarily spongy. It tastes. They don't use enough tomato sauce. Whenever I have Marco's, I literally have to have marinara sauce to drown it in to be able to make it taste like I'm not at a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, you know? Like it's so bad.
I have no clue what you're talking about. That's just never been my experience eating Marco's.
Any Marco's pizza, even when it's just fresh, just tastes like it's been sitting out for 3 days. It's so bad.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I don't know, man. Marco's it just don't do it for me. I'm sorry.
Is Marco's on this list?
It is not. That's why we're talking about it when you
Okay.
brought it up. Like, yeah,
Okay.
if we notice one that's not on the list, we'll just talk about it briefly, and you know. But it's so bad. Dairy
Dairy
Queen.
Queen. I
Now,
do like their burgers. I do
dude,
like their chicken strips.
have you?
Knowing someone who worked at a Dairy Queen, there's an astronomical amount of chicken strips sold
Mhm,
each
mhm,
day compared to everything else.
mhm, mhm.
And when they cook fish, it stinks up the whole kitchen and it smells
Fish?
like fish for the
Dairy
rest of the
Queen
day.
has
Yeah,
fish?
I guess so. That's what
What?
Tyler told me that they had fish up there at their Dairy Queen.
That is so weird. Dairy
I don't
Queen's.
think I would want to try that fish.
No, no, I would not ever. No,
As a person who likes fish, I don't want to try that.
even if I did like fish, I feel like I would never get fast food fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like even from
Unless it's like
somewhere.
Long John Silver's. Mm. Just the breading that they use. Oh,
Mm,
eating fish like that, I don't expect the same taste of fish that I would expect anywhere else. Like,
mm,
it's like when you have chicken nuggets from McDonald's, you're not expecting them to taste like something that, it's going to taste that way. It's
yeah,
got that particular flavor to it.
yeah,
Can we get on to the desserts?
yeah,
For
yeah.
my
That.
birthday, the past
Oh,
6 years,
talk about the cake.
I have gotten the Dairy Queen cookies and cream cake, the
Mm-hmm,
ice cream cake, dude.
mm-hmm,
It is
mm-hmm.
that is so good.
It is,
Um,
dude. The layer of crunchy chocolate on the.
I know my
Oh,
my
oh,
mom one year got me two of them because we have like 9 people in the house,
yeah.
so one of them got devoured entirely in the one go. Um, but I got an entire cake to myself that I enjoyed for
Ooh,
that next 2 weeks. It was
yeah,
so good.
yeah, dude. I, even being a little kid, you know how on the. I don't know if it's still like this, but on the bags on the kids' meals, there's a little thing that you can rip off, and you can go to the front, and you can either get like a dipped cone or like a little dilly bar.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Really?
Who do,
That.
who do you think did it first, Chick-fil-A or Dairy Queen?
I, but no, I loved that about Chick-fil-A. I mean, fuck. I love that about Dairy Queen. However, however, like those are their worst desserts, but they're still fire. Like,
Mm-hmm.
vanilla is obviously just vanilla,
Yeah,
but
I
everything
enjoy
else,
vanilla.
just builds off of it. Any Blizzard, pick any Blizzard. The Blizzard of the Month system that they have. Whenever I go to a Dairy Queen and I get a Blizzard, I just say I want the Blizzard of the Month. Like, I'll look at it beforehand. If it's like pumpkin spice or some bullshit that I don't want, I'll get something else. But it's normally consistently just, oh, dude, that sounds amazing. you know? Like,
Yeah.
recently, they had Take 5 Blizzard for the Blizzard of the Month.
Ooh.
Dude, Take
Is that
5 is,
not your favorite candy?
yes, Take 5 is my actual favorite candy. I think it's the, I can never remember
They are
all
very
five.
good.
Let's see. Chocolate, pretzel, caramel, peanuts,
And does
and
it have nougat? Is that the five?
mm, maybe. Hold on. Or like a wafer or something. Hold on. Take 5 ingredients. It's got chocolate, peanuts, caramel, peanut butter, pretzels. Oh, peanut butter. It's got peanuts and peanut butter.
Mm.
That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, because it used to be just Take 5, and the wrappers were black and green, but then they got bought by Reese's, so they're Reese's Take 5s now, so they're, orange. Because they use Reese's
Hmm.
peanut butter, which tastes exactly the same, they're just branded differently, and I'm okay with it. Because Reese's Pieces are also fire.
I'm not the biggest fan of Reese's stuff, but I
Just not
do
like peanut butter.
really like the Take Fives.
You see her in the
I don't
mirror.
like peanut butter and chocolate
Look
mix.
at her through the mirror.
No, I'm just looking up something.
Oh. She's trying to play with the toy, and you can see her in the
I see
mirror.
her. I do see her. Yeah, I do see her.
She's so cute. I do it my dog. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. There's some Myrtle noises for everybody. uh,
My favorite Blizzard is the Choco Brownie Extreme. 'Cause I very much like chocolate
yeah.
ice cream.
I got that when I
Those
was little.
chocolate pieces in it are so good.
I the chocolate pieces are good. I feel like they would be better served in a different Blizzard though. I feel like chocolate on chocolate is too much chocolate. like
So that being said by you, I put Snicker pieces in one time.
mm,
Indeed.
that sounds good. The
It was. It was.
Like, I think the brownie one would be better if it was like vanilla ice cream with the brownie chunks and then like something else. Like, I don't know what else, dude. Vanilla with the brownie chunks and cookie dough. That would be good.
Oh, like cookie dough. I never have.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not
I've
my thing.
I've just gotten tubs of edible cookie dough before and just like eaten it over a couple weeks. Cookie dough is
I
so
would
good.
I would take a pinch off of that, eat that, and I'd be satisfied.
I've made my own edible cookie dough before. If there's ever a blizzard that I don't get the blizzard of the month, I just get the cookie dough or mint cookie dough, something.
Hmm.
It's ooh. Now that being
So
said,
are we gonna
where
put
would
this
you
in S
put
tier?
it? For the cool treats alone, I think S tier, but for
I
the
think
hot
their food
eats,
is good. Their regular food is really good to me.
it
I've
is,
really
but
enjoyed their burgers.
if they didn't have the treats, I would not put it in S tier, maybe A. But like yeah, their burger is good. Their chicken tenders are eh. Have you had I think it's called the Flame Grill burger. It's just a
No, I
regular
have
burger,
not.
but it has like
Okay.
yeah, it's just a regular burger, but it has like kind of a chipotle sauce on it.
I tend to not get things that would imply spicy because
Earlier when we were talking
I
about Chipotle, you
do not.
said that you like Chipotle sauce.
Because it tastes good. The sauce tastes good. I like it when it's on my
Yeah.
uh like things like I get from Taco Bell. I enjoy a few spicy things, like General's chicken. I enjoy when that's got a little bit of a kick to it.
Mhm.
Most spicy things that I have, I just don't enjoy the flavor a whole lot.
Yeah, like, I'm
Have
not a
you
big fan of most of the
have,
flavors of peppers, you know,
have you
but
ever had wasabi?
no.
I tried some when we were on a cruise one time. It
Mhm.
has such a weird texture to it
Huh.
because it's like a paste, but it dissolves on your tongue, and
That
it
is
it
weird.
has a very different burn than other spicy things that I've had
Hmm.
too.
Yeah, the only thing I know about wasabi is that in Cars 2, Mater wanted some pistachio ice
Hmm.
cream. The dude was
And it
confused
was in
as to
fact
why the
not
fuck he wanted
pistachio ice
so
cream.
much wasabi. And he was just, yeah. On to the next one. El Pollo Loco. I have not
Los
been to
Pollos
one. Yeah, I
Hermanos.
was about to
I
say
think we
it,
should put. I think we should put Los Pollos Hermanos in S tier just so we
it
don't get killed.
but I
I've just no clue what this place is.
yeah,
This
no,
is my first time hearing this name.
yeah, same. I like other than Baja Fresh for and Boston Market. Dang, never mind. I was gonna say other than like one thing on here, I've heard of all these things and never had, but no, I haven't heard of a good bit of these, and this is one of them that I haven't even heard of. Uh, so yeah, never had.
Firehouse Sub. Have you ever had
Yeah,
Firehouse?
have you?
I have not had it, but I knew someone who worked there, and they uh, could not say anything about it other than they liked it better than Subway.
I agree. However, they take forever to get you your food. Like I don't know if this can be something that is reflective on the tier list, but dude, their service is not very good. Like at Subway, you go in, you tell them what you want, and you watch them make it, and then you get to the end of the line and you pay for your food and you have your food. At Firehouse, you go up and order, and it's like there's just existing sandwiches that you have to order from. Like you can't just construct it. You can tell them like, yeah, I do or don't want pickles, or yeah, I want like olives or olive oil or whatever shit they have there, and they have the thing in front of you for you to look at and say what you want, but they don't put it on there. Like you don't watch them make it. Instead, you go sit down and wait for 45 minutes while they do God knows what, and then you get your food. Does not take that long to make a sandwich. I don't understand.
Where
Other
would you
than
place it?
I
Any
I would put it in
any
A tier, but
but
just
but
just
what?
because I think it's better than anything in B tier, but
I like
like
subs. I think subs are quite tasty.
yeah, I A tier seems high for it, but I think B tier also seems low.
Should we?
I'm
We
just gonna put it
still
in
have
A.
yet to put. We have still yet to put anything in C or F tier. Are we
Yeah.
going to? We we might on some of the. A lot of these are don't look very familiar to me.
I think at the end we can reorder it if we haven't. Because, you know, it's difficult to get the placement of stuff when you don't have other things to judge it next
Hmm.
to. So yeah, we can slightly reorder it at the end if it's not.
Just not have anything in C or F.
Yeah.
We just like our fast
We like
food. We
food
really
too
do. We
much. I'm
Americans.
sorry. All right, Five Guys. I think, yeah, I'm judging by that we think the
That's
same
true.
about Five Guys.
It's so good. It's so good. It
Yeah,
is
yeah.
way too expensive. Way too
Yeah, no.
expensive.
It's like
But oh my
$15 for a
god, those are
burger.
some good burgers.
They're so good. Even their fries are good. Don't they have those like?
Dude, they have
Am I
just
thinking
bags of
wrong? Don't.
potatoes. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
just bags
yeah,
of potatoes sitting
yeah.
in the like where you're ordering.
Hmm. And their burgers, like the patties are really thin, so a double burger is just perfect.
Mm,
Oh, it
so
is
good.
so good. Yeah, I mean, I don't go there often because it is far too
Mhm.
expensive, but when I do,
Whenever we do. Mm.
all right,
What do you think about IHOP?
IHOP. I
I
haven't
think
been.
I would be I'd put this as our first C tier.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think IHOP's all that great. I don't have a bad experience when I go. I have not been in an IHOP while a fight is happening. I've not had those experiences.
That's Waffle House that you're thinking of.
Oh, is that Waffle? Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
Waffle
Well,
House is open 24 hours, so like,
I've not been at a Waffle House while that happens either.
yeah, me either. But but
It's
no,
just
I feel
it's
like
just
IHOP is the
some regular
one.
old breakfast food.
I feel like IHOP is the one where my opinion on has shifted the most since my childhood. When I was a kid, I loved IHOP. The different pancakes that they had there, they had like the regular ones, and then they had like the one with the whipped cream, and then the chocolate chips as the mouth of a smiley face, and then they had like a cherry in the
Yeah.
middle or whatever. Then they had like 90,000 different flavors of syrup to choose from. Or you could just get the pancakes with the chocolate chips in them, or you could just get the, whatever, like, because chids, little kids are just sugar addicts, So I
I thought you were gonna
loved
say
that.
little kids are shits, which is
That
also a
too.
correct
Little
statement.
shits are sugar addicts. But now that I am older, I cannot think of anything on an IHOP menu that I would want to order.
Mhm.
You know, like,
I do like that if I ask for extra crispy hash browns, they are good extra crispy. They're not like burnt. They've always been nice. They've been exactly what I expected.
yeah, yeah. You said C tier?
Yeah.
I
We can
agree.
just hop to Waffle House if you want to.
Uh,
Were you not going to say something about it?
I'll remember. It'll be right.
Okay.
In and Out. Have you ever had In and Out?
I have not had an In-N-Out, but I've only heard praise for In-N-Outs.
Yeah. All right.
I've never heard anyone say anything negative. They're always like, "This is so good,"
Mhm.
but the secret menu.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I do think it is a bit overrated. I don't think that it is as good as people say. I think the only reason that it is like regarded as highly as it is that like it's only on the West Coast as far as I know. So not as many people get to have an opinion on it, and the people that do have it are protective over it because like this is this is only on my neck of the woods over here, and y'all don't have this, so I gotta pretend it's all special.
No,
I do
no,
think it is
y'all
really
don't.
good.
No, 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 no. Y'all don't have this. Is not what they would say.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, yeah, you got me. Yeah, but no, genuinely, it is really good though. Like, it is a bit overhyped, but it's not unwarranted. It is really good burgers. They have really good fries. The weirdest thing about it though, you go through a drive-through, they will ask you, "Do you want this in the car or to go?"
Hmm.
What do you think that means?
Um,
Before I explain it, what
like
do you think that
you
means?
like how at a Sonic, if you were to just sit there and eat,
Nope,
but then
it's
would
just
you
a
still
regular
have to get
drive-through.
out? You'd still have to just get out and throw your trash away.
It's not like a
Would
drive-in
someone
place
come
like
back?
a Sonic.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just a
I know
regular.
it's not like you would just park and eat your food, and then but like you'd still have to get out and throw the trash away. It's not like people would know when you're done eating in your car.
The difference is the way that it is packaged or the way that it is prepared or presented to you. That is the difference.
Can you elaborate further?
All right. I'm just going to tell you. If you get it to go, then it's just like going through any fast food place. It's just in a bag
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, in wrappers and all that. If you get it in the car, they'll give you like a little tray thing to have in your lap while you're in the
Is it a
car.
disposable tray?
I don't know. I didn't get in the car, but it was when we were in California and we had a friend over there. When they asked it, we were just like in the car to what's the what huh? Like we didn't know how to answer that question in the drive-through. So the friend that lived there was just like, we'll have it to go. Like so I don't know if it's like if it's like a disposable thing or what. But apparently you just have a little tray that you put in your lap and you just eat it in the car. And apparently it's,
That seems kind of fire, honestly.
yeah. But like it's kind of unnecessary, but it does seem pretty fire. But yeah, anyway. I I would say the In-N-Out is pretty good. And the secret menu, dude, I mean you can get it a burger animal style, which I'm pretty sure is just instead of a bun, you just have lettuce on the outside.
I love eating burgers like that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that
I
tastes
mean,
so good.
because you get more of the meat flavor, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
I love the meat flavor.
Yeah.
For you being the canonically gay one between us two, I sure do like meat.
No, but then they have the animal style fries, which is just, chili cheese, whatever. Like, yeah, no, it's good. I feel like the hype would suggest putting it into S, but I would say A. It's
I
it
can't
is
argue because I've
yeah.
not had it.
Mhm. I feel like you would agree. If yeah, judging by if I know your taste, I think that you would also agree to put it in A. Jack in the Box is
I've not eaten a Jack in the Box.
is that regional
I
too? Because I've never even seen one out in the
no,
wild.
I've seen plenty of them.
Really?
And my dad says they have good breakfast, unless I'm getting it mixed up with a
Huh.
different place.
I've not
Well,
even.
I guess we know where this one's going.
But Jersey Mike's. Have you ever had Jersey Mike's? I have
I
not.
have not. Is it a sub place? Isn't that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
I know they talked about it on Chuckle Sandwich one time.
The commercials have Danny DeVito in it,
That's
so
hot.
yeah, he goes, "Have the Jersey Mike's way, a sub above," and so yeah, never had, but I can't imagine it would be like I've heard that Jersey Mike's is like basically just Subway, but it tastes a little bit less processed, you
Hmm.
know. But Jimmy John's, another sub place that I have not been to.
Yep. Yep.
Damn.
Neither have I.
All right,
I've
Jollibee,
seen a Jolly.
Jollibee.
I've seen a
Yeah,
Jollibee. I don't know what type of food they have
yeah,
or
I've not even
anything,
heard
but
of
I've
it.
seen them.
Yeah. All right, here's one that we've heard of: KFC.
KFC, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I like some of their food. I would never pick that place over other places if I have the choice. It's
I
not that good to me. It's fried chicken,
yeah, I
and
have
it's good enough. Their chicken sandwich, they're just like plain old chicken
dude.
sandwich.
No,
I
yeah, their
enjoyed
their
that.
chicken sandwich is gas. But now, if I get KFC by myself, I'll either get the chicken strips, the chicken sandwich, or the famous bowl, which is just like mashed potatoes, little bits of
That's what I
chicken,
got the last time I went. That's what
corn,
I get
cheese,
most times that I
gravy,
go.
I think. Yeah, no, that is really good as well. But the regular just like fried chicken, uh, pretty mid. It's not that great, which is what I have the majority of times I have KFC. Because a lot of the time, if no one wants to cook,
It's just like
they'll
getting
just go get a
something
bucket
for the
from
family.
KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you got to remember
but
though, like that meme we saw, those chickens had a family. That's why we get the family bucket. Oh man, chicken is such an S tier meat.
But all of their sides are really good. They have good green
The
beans.
green
They
beans,
have good
yeah. I
mashed
like how we both
potatoes.
said the green beans first.
They
Them green
have
beans are
good.
good. I love green beans.
They are. They have good corn on the cob. Again, I want to put it somewhere between A and B, but I don't know if that
Yeah,
is a thing.
I would say B. Their main food, their big advertised thing, is not even that fantastic. It's just
Yeah.
the stuff you get with it is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Little Caesars. There, I've only had two types of pizzas from Little Caesars. The hot and ready. No, I guess three. They're all three pepperoni pizzas.
Mm,
The deep dish, which I thought was very good. I know you don't like deep dish. I
yeah.
thought it was very tasty, especially with some ranch.
Hmm.
Like I didn't eat it any other way.
Is it like really
Their
doughy or is it
regular,
crunchy?
it is dough. It's chewy. It's nice. It's a deep dish pizza.
Gross. Okay, yeah.
It's like
Continue.
the edges are crunchy. Um,
Yeah.
their regular pizza was pretty bad,
Huh.
but their thin crust
Oh,
pizza
dude.
had
Yeah.
such a good
Yeah.
flavor to it.
Yeah. I
Like
love their thin
with the
crust.
crust being cooked thinner, it did it some good.
Hmm.
I love
I've
their thin
had
crust pizza.
I've had their pepperoni. I've had their Hawaiian, and I have had their what is it that has like the white sauce and the spinach? I know it's not spinach artichoke. It's something spinach. It's
I have no clue.
anyway. I've had that all on the spinach. I think I've only had on thin crust, but the other two I've had on thin and regular. I have never
Mm.
had a bad Little Caesars experience, and they're like you could get. It's so cheap. Like you can get a whole
Hmm.
box for like $5 or
Their
$8, something like that.
sides, their sides, at least the two that I've had. Oh my god! I think it's more than two because there's like the little cheesy dough balls. Those so good. The dough balls with the cinnamon stuff on them. Those are amazing. Oh my god, I love those. But I think it's the cheesy bread bites. It's just kind of like the deep dish pizza, except really tiny.
Mm.
They're so cheesy. Oh man, I wish I had some of those right now. I could eat a couple of those.
Yeah, I don't think I have ever had any sides at Little Caesars.
Mm, you're missing out. I think that's their best part.
Because the only time I've ever been to Little Caesars is by myself. or
Yeah,
like picking it
it's
up for to eat with a couple friends or whatever. But like I
mhm,
just get the pizza because it's like unless you're ordering
that's
it for
enough
like a
food.
whole family, yeah, it's enough food. Like
Yeah,
it's a whole yeah. And if it's not, get two pizzas. I've never been a big fan of breadsticks or anything from any place. You know.
I don't like most breadsticks.
Yeah.
Like they have to have enough added to them for me to
Hmm.
really enjoy it.
I mean, even cheesy bread. That's to me is just pizza, but it's
Yeah,
too.
it's basically what those their cheesy
Yeah,
breadsticks were.
it's just
They were so
it's
good.
just pizza, but without the sauce, and the bread to toppings ratio is far too heavily onto the bread. So like even like cheesy sticks, I'm not a fan of because it's just like, why would I want that instead of pizza? Pizza is just that, but better. I don't, I don't get it.
Your mom doesn't get it. Got him.
I no, she gets it.
What are you thinking about the placement of this? I was thinking either B or A. I'm leaning more towards A because I quite enjoy
All right,
most of the
here.
things that I get from there.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I think we go ahead and shift some stuff down.
Yeah, yeah. Because I would like to put this in B, So I guess we'll just bump IHOP down. Should we just bump the whole row? Or maybe not the whole
Yeah,
B
we
row.
can pick and choose. I think IHOP go into F.
I would leave A&W and Blimpie.
Oh, you're moving Arby's down. What about Denny's? Are you gonna move Denny's down? I'll move churches
Yeah,
down.
move Denny's. Yeah,
I
I just
think
want to keep
maybe
those two that were
KFC in B.
okay. That's fine.
Okay. So Little Caesars, I would put in B.
B. Yep.
Now that we've done that, yeah. Okay.
Man, this is looking like an actual tier list now.
All right, Long John Silver's. Long John
Silver's.
Teabag.
I would. It's LJT here. Your cocaine lockup. They called me, and you know what they're
getting
doing with
raided.
all your supplies?
Wow.
Nothing. Go buy some. I would put Long John Silver's in B tier. I don't know. I literally only eat the one thing there, which is just their fried fish.
Yeah, I mean, I did say that we should have more of an emphasis on the best thing from the menu if it is one of those choices.
I literally only get the one thing. I mean, I enjoyed their mashed potatoes. I don't eat the hush puppies. I don't like hush puppies. I never ate the coleslaw. But man, eating those crisps that are left over in the container after all the fish is gone, oh my god, it's so delightful. Before I was born, my mom worked at a Long John Silver's, and she said that it would be very common for people to come in just asking for cooked batter. There was also a time where she was sweeping up in the back. It was later at night. They were getting ready to close, and there was a spider that went across the floor, and she hates spiders. But she hit the spider with the broom to kill it, but it was one of those spiders that had all of its babies on it. So as soon as she hit it, like a couple hundred baby spiders just scurried across the floor.
Yeah.
So she screamed, and one of the people eating their food ran in to make sure everything was okay.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So where did you say, B?
Yeah, I'd put it in B.
All right, I have nothing to say about it because I have not and will never eat there. But right, McDonald's.
I don't want to put McDonald's into S tier because there's nothing on their menu that's like that good. But I'm never disappointed when I go to a McDonald's unless it's just crappily prepared, because it's always the same. If I get 10 chicken nuggets and I get at least 10, I am good to go. We got McDonald's yesterday, and one of my brothers got an extra chicken nugget. What a lucky guy.
McDonald's is one of those things. I think if I never had it as a kid, like if you have McDonald's for the first time when you're like 17, you're just gonna be like,
no, you wouldn't care.
Shit. Yeah, like you would never.
Like my parents do not like McDonald's, but like man, it tastes like my childhood.
I always think poorly of McDonald's until one day I'm just like, okay, I'll go through McDonald's. Then I eat, I'm like, man, forgot how good it was. But then the next day, when I think about McDonald's, I'll think about it as not being good. You know what I mean? It's always a cycle in my brain. It's so inconsistent, even with me. But dude, Big Mac, fire.
I don't like the sauce on the Big Mac.
The fucking, have you had like the bacon double cheeseburger?
I think I have. I mean, I like just the McDouble and their double cheeseburger. I think those taste really good. So I can't imagine bacon would make it worse.
And then the nuggets, probably the best thing on the menu, maybe. It depends on.
So good.
It depends on your mood. But I've never had the McRib. But I mean, people just fucking like they killed babies over that. So I mean, apparently, apparently what is it, the like fish fillet or whatever. Apparently that's just the
Mhm.
worst thing ever conceived to man, is the
The
impression I've
fillet of
gotten from it.
fish.
The fillet of fish, yeah.
Dude, I
But
was
people that
at
like
a
it
thrift
absolutely
store
love
one
it.
time. I was at
Yeah.
a thrift store one time and they had a fish plaque and it sang the fillet of fish jingle.
I didn't know there was a fillet of fish jingle.
It was uh it might have been like an actual jingle.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. Let's see. If I can find it, it will be played at this time.
So I'm somewhere between A and B. Where were you thinking?
I was thinking A, but I'd be okay if it was in B because it's very samey.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like if somebody called McDonald's mid, I would respect their opinion, but I think that they would be thinking a little bit not highly enough of it, so maybe I'll lean A.
this is the video.
Yeah,
This
I'll put
is
it in there.
exactly the fish that I saw.
Okay.
And this is a YouTube video from it's of the ad. This is from 7 years ago. This is definitely a video from 7 years ago. Look at the aspect ratio.
Give me back that filet-o-fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that filet-o-fish. Give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all.
Right now, you can enjoy 2 tasty filet-o-fish sandwiches for just $3.33. 2 filet-o-fish for $3.33. Only at McDonald's.
2 whole sandwiches for less than $3.50. That's crazy.
Yeah, that.
That's whack. That's insane. Oh my god, I wish. Okay.
Alright. On the next one, have you ever been to a Moe's?
I went one time. I just picked a really
Me
crappy thing to
too.
get, I think.
I
I was the
also
only
have.
one that didn't like my food. But looking back on it, it was a very odd order.
What did you get?
It was just a burrito, basically, but there was a lot of
Yeah.
bacon on it.
I follow you so far. I don't.
It just didn't have enough like things on it of varying flavors. It was just a very bland burrito.
Like that one food theory video trying to make the best burger, and how when they make
it tastes
everything
like
the
spaghetti.
same. Yeah, because trying to make everything on the same as far as like the acidity levels and the different types of flavors and everything, but then when you make them all as far apart from each other as you can, that's when it's good.
But that's just a theory.
A
food
theory.
Thanks for coming.
Oh yes,
I would just put this in. Have you had Moe's before?
once. I
Okay.
was a little because my cousins absolutely loved Moe's because there was one really close to the house. They went all the time. I don't know. I've only been the once. I don't remember it being anything special.
I feel like we should just put this in the never had category.
Yeah, probably. But
Hey, shout out to that one Chinese restaurant that was right next to the Moe's in Griffin that I took you to a couple times where they had the drive-thru. That place was fire.
Didn't that get yeeted?
Oh yeah, I think it is because the tornado and stuff that went through there. It was in that area.
Yeah, I think
That's sad.
yeah.
Noodles?
Noodles and Company.
I've never
Do you know
had
what
that.
Is. Yeah, I do not.
I think I've seen one of those before. I've never been there.
Yeah.
Dad, is this our first one to get to a second level?
Yep. Never had. All right. This debate will be spicy.
F tier. That was bland.
No.
It tasted nowhere near as good as all but like 2 hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurants I went to. I have been there more than once, and I've tried different things each time, and they just did not stand out. It tasted like freaking fast food Chinese.
Exactly.
When Chinese food doesn't even take that long to prepare.
You shouldn't compare it to actual Chinese food. It's a fast food place. That's what you should come to expect. You would not go
If I
to a
compare it to other fast food places, I would still put it in F tier.
Go fuck yourself. If you went to a Taco Bell, you would not expect actual authentic Mexican food. It's
No,
like
because that
fast.
tastes good in its own
It's
respect.
a fast food bastardization of that food genre.
But Taco
Panda
Bell is good though.
Panda Express is better. When I go to Panda Express, I get the fried rice, the orange chicken, and the beef and broccoli. Dude, I would kill so many babies for that orange chicken. Just a lifetime supply. I would be 400 pounds like in a week. That stuff
How many babies?
at least
Like
like
10?
69 at least.
Okay, 60. Speaking of 69, I have reached 69% total game completion on Hogwarts Legacy.
Dope.
My room of requirements is almost at 100%.
All right.
So, F tier, right?
No, this motherfucker belongs in S, and I
Can-
don't know how we're
can-
gonna settle this.
Okay, I had an idea of how we're gonna settle this. Can you scroll up a little bit? And just where the heck is the add thing? How do you add one? Or is this the max number of lines we can have? Ah. We can just have this one be undecided because of our extremely different views upon it.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh, different.
All right.
You should have had it spelled incorrectly. That would have been funnier.
All right, Panera. I love Panera.
Can we change the background to not be light gray? That's better. Okay. The most I've been in a Panera was when I was donating plasma. I say donating. I was selling my plasma because I needed money.
Mhm.
And my grandma and aunt went shopping in the nearby clothing places, and they stopped there and got a drink. That's the closest I've ever been to eating at a Panera. That's about it.
Yeah, food theory video. Didn't think it'd be referencing him more than once today. Panera's charged
That's
lemonade.
just a theory. A food theory.
Panera's charged lemonade in 1 cup of a medium drink
Yeah,
has
I was gonna say something about that. I didn't realize it was the food theory video.
260 milligrams of caffeine.
Which is crazy. Doesn't a Red Bull not even have that much? Let's see.
Looking it up. Caffeine in a Red Bull. That has 80 milligrams.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 80 in a fucking Red Bull. There's 260.
Imagine being a
In a
gym bro and
lemonade.
just like taking a scoop of protein powder.
Oh, you don't need protein powder. You just need the charged lemonade, my G. Like, that is an insane amount. That's like a dangerous amount.
Yeah.
Like, 260 is just barely below, like, the daily recommended intake before it becomes a health risk. So 1 cup of that is all the caffeine that the FDA says that you should have in a day. Like, that is an insane amount of... Anyway.
I'm gonna stay on this topic of caffeine for a second. When I was doing the driving for Amazon stuff at night, because we had to go. I went to the Amazon facility, like big old warehouse, and I loaded up the pallets onto the back of the box truck, and I would take them to post offices for them to be brought to people's house. I wasn't like going to people's homes, but there was one night had to go somewhere in northern Alabama, and it was just there were no interstates connected to it, so I was just on back roads the whole way there, and it sucked to drive because the vehicle that I was driving was not very small, but I was like 14 hours out, and then I finally got to turn around and start coming home, which it was a much shorter distance to come home than it was to get there because you had to stop at a couple other places, but
Yeah.
I knew that I needed to go home because Trey was with me that night. He decided that he would tag along just to keep me company. Thanks. Still one of the worst nights driving that I've had. Because I had to stay awake. I had to get him home. And he couldn't drive. That's irresponsible. So I had, gosh, it was like 6 cans of Red Bull and 2 5-hour energies on that drive. The amount of caffeine that was going through my body was more than you should experience. I couldn't stop talking.
Yeah.
And if I did try to stop talking, then I would have to like shake one of my arms because I couldn't not be doing something.
Yeah.
That was the worst drive I've ever driven. Oh god, that was so bad.
You
Just
said it
sitting
was
there kind of
how much?
sweating a little
6
bit.
Red Bulls.
And 2
And
5-hour energies. The 5-hour energies were taken within like 2 hours of each other.
you had 910 milligrams of caffeine.
Don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. It was awful. It was awful.
Dude.
But we made it home.
It's so crazy. When I was working at Hibbett's, like, whenever I would close at fucking 10 p.m. So I'd be so tired by the end of the shift. So, and it was, connected to Walmart, so I'd just go to the Walmart if I needed a Red Bull or something. I would make myself a caffeine boilermaker. I would just get a Red Bull and just pour a 5-hour energy into it. Not bad.
I wouldn't
Not
be
bad.
able to do that.
Really?
I don't think
Why?
5-hour energies taste bad, but I just wouldn't want to taint the delicious taste of a Red Bull.
You can barely, like, it's noticeable, but not a whole lot. It still tastes like a Red Bull.
I would rather just have them separate. I don't want to even know.
Yeah, it was mainly just for the novelty of it.
Mm-hmm. Like when we drink that Coke from 1967 that I have when we're like 50.
God.
That'll be just for the novelty of it.
Dude, okay, we haven't even talked about Panera's food yet.
Have you eaten there? Have you been there before?
Have you not?
No, I told you the closest I came to eating there was picking up my grandma and aunt while they were sitting outside.
Okay,
after
yeah. All right, I love Panera. Like, I mostly just get their broccoli cheddar soup in a bread bowl. That is so good.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
And they have last time I went, I got a grilled cheese. It is really good. It's really crispy. Their tomato soup is gas. Like,
dude, I love tomato soup. Oh my god, I love tomato soup. Which is crazy. I don't like tomatoes, but I love tomato soup and I love ketchup on things.
Yeah,
I'm not like a small child anymore, though, so that's cool.
They have
reasonable amounts of ketchup are reasonable.
Yeah. They have a reasonably big menu, but I don't know a lot of it because like I said, I mainly just get the broccoli cheddar soup. But yeah, just basing it off of that, I would say at least B tier. Like,
I can't argue. I don't know.
I might put it at A if I had tried more of the menu, because I heard it's good. Like, they have, sandwiches and stuff too. But for the most part, I'm not sure. But just basing it off the broccoli cheddar soup, it deserves to at least have a B tier. They do have really good, like, drinks and stuff. Like, I haven't had the charge lemonade, but I've had their other, like, lemonades and limeades and whatever that they make there. They're all pretty good. Like, and everything I've had at Panera, they have cookies too. you know, the cookies that they have at Subway. Think of that, only, you know, better. Like they have them sitting up in a window. They have them with like other pastries and whatever you can get for dessert. All of the pastries and stuff are really good too. Like the Panera is
Mm.
just an all around. Like I haven't seen anything on the menu where I would be like, that doesn't seem good. You know, I think, eh, yeah, I kind of want to try more of Panera's menu now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway,
Papa John's.
Papa John's. Now I've said
The
my
last
opinion on
time,
Papa John's earlier
the
in
last
this
time I went
episode,
to a
but
Papa John's, I thought it was pretty mid.
mm,
But that was a very long time ago.
I think
Man, we really do need to do an episode later on that is just this again after we've like gone through and tried these things more recently.
yeah,
And it would be cool to try all the ones that we've not had if there's
yeah,
any that we can get to reasonably.
yeah. I don't know if I agree with Papa John's being mid. I think Papa John's is probably a step under S tier. I think
Just put it wherever. I don't have an opinion.
they have like the garlic brushed on their crust, so even their crust is super tasty. I think most of my pizza opinions is what I feel about the crust more than anything else.
Yeah.
I think Papa John's
I can see
is
that.
really good. I've never had a negative Papa John's experience. I think Domino's is still better. So what did you say?
I would have said B tier in mid.
All right.
But you said A. We could still put it in A.
Yeah, if it were just me, I might put it in S even. You said you're all right with A?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it deserves an A.
I haven't had it recently enough to be able to give a valid opinion on it.
PDQ. I have never heard of PDQ outside of that one Hugbee's fast food video, but he had a really glowing opinion of it.
I want to say Ludwig talked about it too. Just like comparing it to a lot of other chicken places, but saying it's just like a little bit better.
Yeah.
But since we've never had it.
Yep. Another one that at least I've never had, Penn Station, East Coast subs.
Yeah, nope. Never had that.
All right. Pizza Hut. I feel like this one. What do you think of Pizza Hut?
I don't remember the last time I've eaten Pizza Hut.
Oh,
I don't
really?
eat pizza very often, if you haven't gathered. I like the Tostitos. Totinos? Not Tostitos. Tostitos is
that's the tortilla
like
chips.
taquitos. It's the Mexican freezer foods and chips. Totinos. Those pizzas are delightful.
I don't know why. I had it in my head that you liked Pizza Hut. Okay, well, my opinion on Pizza Hut is a two-way street. I think that their regular pizza is absolute horse shit. Their dough is so bad. It's too thick, it's too dry. Pizza Hut is one of those pizza places where if I eat it, I'll just stomach through the majority of it with the cheese and the sauce on it, and I'll just throw the crust away. And I rarely do that with pizza that I find good. But with the Pizza Hut's regular crust, the crust is just not even worth the calories going in because it is it is just not pleasant enough to eat. So I just kind of don't. It is no bueno. Then on the other hand, their thin crust, Jesus
Thin crust pizza is just so good, though.
Their thin crust deserves to be an S tier, but their regular crust would bump it down to motherfucking F. So
where would you put it?
I think I would put it in mid. Alright, Popeyes.
Poppies.
Indeed.
Remember that time that people got killed there because their chicken sandwich was too spicy? They made one.
Dude, no, they got some kick to them, though.
I messed up my wording there, but you got what I meant. That guy
Yeah.
killed people because his chicken sandwich was too spicy.
Mm.
That's crazy.
No, there.
I'd
I mean,
be too like tore down from the chicken sandwich burning my mouth. I would not have the willpower to shoot somebody afterwards.
I mean, no, it's got some kick. I'm not even gonna lie. It is. I mean, it's spicier than like a Chick-fil-A. Damn, Rupert. It's spicier than. Did you hear that? Did you hear him hit the door?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it's spicier than like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. It's spicier than like the Flame Burger at Dairy Queen. But I mean, it's not like insane, but it does have a little bit of kick. The chicken sandwich is absolutely
I really
fire.
enjoy their chicken sandwich. Yeah.
I think that
I still do, I can't like I wouldn't be able to pick between like the Chick-fil-A sandwich and the Popeyes chicken sandwich because I put them in like two different tiers. I would compare the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich to the McDonald's chicken sandwich. They're very, very similar.
Yeah.
But the Popeyes chicken sandwich is good. Whenever I'm heading up here or heading down there, I always stop at the same exit that's got Popeyes because it's kind of nice in the middle ish.
Yeah.
But it's my favorite part of my trips.
Okay, I do think Popeyes is better than both Bojangles and Raising Cane's, but I can't make myself put Popeyes in S tier.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put it in S tier either.
Yeah.
A tier it is.
I think their chicken and their fries and their sides are better than Bojangles and Raising Cane's, but it's just not enough to elevate it far enough into S tier. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Portillo's.
I would imagine you've never been there.
I have not. Have you?
I went to one when we took my senior trip up to Wisconsin. I got a hot dog, and it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, there was so many people in line.
Huh.
It was packed. I can see why. Just the smell of the food in the car.
Yeah. What other kind of stuff do they have?
Gosh, I don't even know. I just got the hot dog because it looked really good on the picture.
Do you remember what anyone else got?
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Let's see.
So, where would you put it just based off of that, do you think?
Man, I am leaning towards A tier. That hot dog was amazing.
Have you ever been to Potbelly Sandwich Shop?
No, yeah. I've never heard of that.
Me either. Oh, Potbelly is also a thing that you can get on My Singing Monsters. It's a plant.
That's cool. I might have had one of those depending on how early on you get them. I had that game on my PS Vita.
Dope. I had never heard of that, but I'm glad that you have.
It was like a mobile game originally.
Yeah. Qdoba? Have you Googled it?
It is a it's Qdoba Mexican Eats. Oh, the people also ask, is Qdoba better than Chipotle?
So it's
Chipotle just tastes better than Qdoba. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, never had that one. Have you ever had Quiznos?
I have not.
I have not either.
Welp.
I know people who have had Quiznos. I'm just not one of them. I don't think I've ever heard of a Roy Rogers. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever.
Sbarro. Have you had
pizza
Sbarro?
Place? I have not. I'm looking it up though. Yep.
Okay.
This thing on their website that does in fact look like pizza.
All right. I have had Sbarro fairly recently, and within the past few months. It was when remember when I was working over, like I had to drive an hour and a half to get over there, so I stayed at my cousin's house for a while, for like a week or two. Me and my cousin went to Sbarro's, and I was like, what is this? I've never had it. And she was like, it's just pizza, but it's like the way that you order, like they price it based off of like you can get as many toppings as you want. They price it
Mm-hmm.
based off of like what you get on it, kind of like a
Hmm.
Chipotle or it's like a build your own pizza, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I got Hawaiian, but instead of ham, pepperoni, and dude, it is so good. It's like New York style kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
I
like big floppy slices and you just put shit tons of Parmesan cheese on it. It was really good.
Now, New York style pizza from New York is something
Dude.
you just got to try one day.
Yeah, yeah.
That whole living in Maine that year, having to pass through New York,
Mm,
anytime we wanted to go somewhere that wasn't just New England,
mm,
we stopped once. It was good. I
yeah.
don't remember what restaurant it was, but it was some place that my dad used to go to when he was a kid.
Mm,
It was some of the best pizza I've ever had.
yeah. I've been to like 20 something states, but I've never been like up the East Coast. I want to so bad. I want to go to like New York, Philadelphia.
I've been to like 30 something different states, but they're like all the super tiny ones that are really close by.
Yeah. Like I've went like up north through the Midwest, like I like drove up to like North Dakota, and then we went back
Mhm.
down to the airport in Colorado. Then we went to Texas and drove back and flew back from Dallas Fort Worth. We went to California and flew back from LAX. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, the out there is pretty. Up in the mountains is just absolutely beautiful. And
Mhm.
you wouldn't think it, but driving through the desert is really pretty. Like seeing all
Oh
of
no,
those,
I would think it. I would imagine deserts would be a
yeah,
beautiful place to see.
like those like mesa rock formations in like New Mexico. Like, dude.
Bro, like in Minecraft?
And Breaking Bad.
Oh my god. Walter.
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 Walter. No, but dude, it's really nice just seeing places and different terrain that you're just not
Mhm.
used to.
Yeah, like when we went up to Wisconsin, I was not expecting to be able to see so far away because there was just no
Mm,
hills. Like
mm,
we went to some hillier parts. We went to the House on the Rock. It was a very cool place.
yeah.
That was like the main reason we went there because my parents saw it on a TV show and they wanted to go.
um, but yeah, so Sabaro, even though I've only went once, it was recent and it was a very positive experience. Fuck it. S tier. Sh- Schla- sh- Schlotsky's
Never had.
Schlotsky's Bakery Cafe.
Yep. I don't know what the Snack Shack is either.
That is
Never
Shake
heard of
Shack.
that. Is that okay? Cool. It's very tiny letters.
Yeah, it is Shake Shack. I didn't recognize it at first either because they changed their logo because they are stupid.
Speaking of stupid, I should have realized that wasn't snack because snack does not end with KE.
That is true. That is true. I Yeah, I think Shake Shack is pretty mid.
Never been, so it's up to you.
There's nothing, insulting about their food. There's nothing like, it's just yeah. I mean, which is the actual definition of mid. So there it goes. All right, Sheets. I've never had that.
Yeah, I
I
have no idea what that is.
yeah. Skyline. What is that? Chili? Skyline Kick. I'm gonna look that up.
Skyline chili, more like Skyline never had it before.
All right, never had. If something like that is on here, then I really wish like the varsity was on here. Like things like that almost nobody
Well,
would know of. Like
are there more of those? Because isn't there only one varsity?
I think there might be like 2 or 3.
I've only ever heard of there being the one, but I don't know.
I know there's a second one somewhere. I don't know of a third, but there is probably a third. I don't know. Anyway, Sonic.
I do love me some Sonic.
Sonic is
Like, they have a tendency to not give me the warmest of food, but when it is warm, it's good. I love how salty their burgers are.
It is,
Dude. And all the things that they add and take away off their menu, like, I love those Fritos burritos. Those are so good to me. The chili cheese Fritos.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Fritos, but I've had it before, and it is good despite the Fritos.
I love those things.
Yeah.
Dude, I know I will probably never eat any more of them again because I've had too many. Yes, fried Oreos.
Oh, they're so good.
Just
They come with
about it makes me kind of sick to my stomach because of how sweet it is. But when I had that first one, that was a life-changing experience.
It comes with the ice cream. Holy shit!
Oh, so good. Man, we ate way too many of those in high school.
We did. Oh, they were so good though. It was worth all of it. It was worth it all. It was worth like the $50 that we spent.
Oh gosh, we bought so many of them.
It was so good.
Their chicken is not very good.
It is not. I will occasionally get it though. Like
their French fries are not very good, but that's not their thing. Their tater tots are good.
Yeah. Tater tots, yep. I never get the fries. I don't think the fries are bad, but tater tots are on the menu, so why would you ever get that?
Yeah, I will never get the fries, dude.
Yeah. Dude, the loaded tots?
Dude, those loaded tots are so good. Well, the chili cheese tots, I don't think they're loaded tots.
Well,
but yeah. I know what you meant, but I'm specifying for the people who don't know.
Yeah.
Those chili cheese tots are so good. Like, I would get those just as my meal plenty of times. Dude,
they have
the
good
chili
hot dogs. Yeah.
I love their chili dogs. Dude,
they have
the slushies. Oh my god.
And they're
they put in the slushies are so good.
They are always half off on the app. That is such a good addition.
It's happy hour every hour.
Yep,
so good. Having the Route 44, a 44-ounce drink for half price at all times.
When I was working at Hibbett's, and I, as I've stated before with the caffeine Boilermaker, when I just needed caffeine, we only had 30 minutes for lunch, so fast food was my only option. Sometimes I would go to Sonic, and I would get my meal with the drink. Then I would also get a Route 44 coffee or the Route 44 Red Bull slushie.
Dude, those Red Bull slushies are so good.
They are.
Dude, the summer one, the watermelon one. Oh.
You know what the hack is? You get a Red Bull slushie.
Then put Red Bull in your Red Bull slushie.
You get a Red Bull slushie.
Make it more Red Bully.
On the app, you can select cranberry flavoring.
Man.
Yeah.
I wish they still made cranberry Red Bull.
It was the best Red Bull. It was so good.
Like, I'm okay with the replacement that it got because it's still a really good flavor.
Watermelon is also watermelon. Yeah.
But man, I wish we could just have them both. I'm gonna put Sonic in S tier. We've pretty much only said good things about it, except for the chicken being really mid. All right, I like Steak and Shake.
Yeah, me too.
I love their fries, shoestring fries, because I don't have them very often, unless basically only when I go there. I love those things. I love the seasoning they put on their fries. We have some of that, and I put it on my fries that I make at the house.
Yeah.
And their burgers. Ooh. And their milkshakes. Ooh. Steak and shake, indeed.
Indeed. Where would you put it?
I want to put it in S tier. But I would put it in A tier.
Yeah, because
What is your opinion?
I was gonna say A because I'm thinking
Okay.
it's better than Shake Shack, but not by a whole lot to me. You know, like I think Steak and Shake is good, but I've never had anything at Steak and Shake where I've just been like, holy shit, I I really want this. Like I'm
Like
gonna go to Steak and
I
Shake
need that
just
again. Yeah.
yeah. Right,
Subway.
Subway.
I used to be so bad at ordering my sandwiches. I would put such horrible ingredients on it.
All
But
right.
I went again recently when me and my mom went on that trip to Gatlinburg.
Mm,
Um, and man, that sandwich was delightful.
mm,
It was like the garlicky one. I think it's
mm.
just called the garlic. I I know this next time if I go back and I get one of those, just take the onions off too. They were a little too much.
Yeah. All right.
It was
The
very good.
the only two things I'll ever get at Subway are the
Spicy
meatball sub,
salad.
which obviously, yeah, it's meatballs. But the thing I get the most often, which I will go into excruciating detail on what I get on it, is the chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken
I will,
bacon ranch is such a great
hmm
combination.
I will get it with pepper jack cheese. I'll put ranch on it. I'll put sriracha sauce. I'll put spinach. I'll put like I always say something to exaggerate how much Parmesan cheese I want on there. So
Hmm.
depending on who it is, like if it's an old lady, I'll be like, and a good bit of Parmesan, you know. But if it's like a 17-year-old kid, I'll just be like, yeah, I just want like a fuck ton of Parmesan cheese.
I'm not even surprised that I guessed so early on the exact wordings you were going to use. It's not a very hard to predict thing.
No, it is not. But I mean, yeah.
Understandable.
hmm And then pickles, and depending on my mood, a few jalapenos or not, depending on my
Mm-hmm.
mood. But man, that combination of ingredients is so good. Like it being Subway and you telling them what to put on it and like dictating the order, putting the spinach in between the sauce and the Parmesan cheese is
Ooh,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
it really makes the Parmesan stand out because it's not mixed in with the sauces.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good.
Mm. Where would you place Subway?
Alright, I feel like my opinion on Subway is a bit higher than most people's just because I have my order down to such a T where I'm never really disappointed in it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably put it in mid.
Okay. I was gonna say A, but I'm not gonna argue with that. I think that is a fine spot for
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Just
because,
because
yeah.
I was very pleased with that sandwich that I had recently,
mhm.
but you've had more there than I have.
Because, yeah, I mean, the sandwiches are good, but the rest of the menu, like, looking at it, I don't. Like, the things that I don't order, I feel like I don't order for a reason, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, it's just not a whole lot. There's just not a whole lot of flavor. Anyway, Swenson's,
I have no clue what that is.
me neither.
I thought it said Swanson's at first. I see
Ron
that's an E now.
Swanson?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Ron Swanson from the fucking Last of Us show? Gay Ron Swanson?
um, um. So
Taco
the
Bell.
next one, S tier. I mean Taco Bell. Uh,
Yeah. This is literally the
man,
reason why at the beginning of the tier list I said that we need to judge it off of the best things on the menu more so than it as a whole. Like, yes, we take the whole into account, but dude,
dude, there's some bomb things at Taco Bell. Oh,
the
dude, the
the the
quesarito, little
quesarito,
chicken chipotle bites,
mhm,
literally just their cheese quesadilla.
yeah, the quesadilla. I get the chicken quesadilla or the steak quesadilla. I
Hmm.
will
Hmm.
get
They're so good.
I the what is it called? The grilled cheese steak burrito. That is
Ooh, yeah.
so amazing. I love that.
Dude, we can't forget about the Doritos Locos Tacos.
Yeah. I
Dude,
mean, the regular
there's
tacos
so
are
many
so
great
mid, but
things.
yeah, the regular
There's
tacos
so
are
many
so
great things on
mid,
the
but
menu.
making the shell Dorito is just what it needed.
It is so good. Such
Yeah.
great food. I'm so glad that you can just buy the Doritos taco shells in stores now.
Yeah,
I know it's
yeah.
been that way for a while, but like, if they were only available at Taco Bell, it would be a sadder world to live in.
I'm very glad that it is in fact a thing.
What is that?
Taco Cabana?
I don't know what that is.
Me either. It sounds like an off-brand Taco Bell that would be in like a Dan Snyder show. You know, like with the pear phone, you know.
Mm.
Torchy's Tacos.
I don't know what that is either.
The logo is like a little baby devil with just damn good written on
It's Torchy's. He's probably Torchy himself.
it. Well, never had.
Can we stick that next to IHOP?
You don't
Unless you have a different opinion of it.
you don't like Waffle House?
It's just some plain old breakfast food. I mean, if you want to, we could put Denny's down there too, because they're all just some breakfast food. Denny's has other stuff though. I guess you could get burgers at a Waffle House.
Yeah, you can get burgers, you can get their patty melts, you can get I like there's like these hash brown bowls, you can get it with steak or chicken. Yeah, I mean maybe it's just because I'm a whore for some hash browns, but Waffle House is
You
pretty
definitely
good.
are a whore.
Waffle House is pretty good. Like it's nothing insane, but in my head, like it was at least going in mid. If nothing else for the fight videos, like you said F? That's crazy to me.
Well,
like for something to
okay.
be an F, it has to be like offensively bad. Like there's nothing at Waffle House that I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to eat that. That's gross, you know?
Well, there was nothing at IHOP that's like, ugh, I don't want to eat that I've
It's
had.
like
I just
disgustingly sweet. It's like way too sweet. I would not want anything on, you know?
I've not had that experience at an IHOP, but okay.
Okay. Oh well.
Can we just change F tier to breakfast and put that along with IHOP and then throw Denny's in there too?
All right. Wawa. What the
Wee-wa.
fuck is that?
Wawa wee-wa. I don't know.
All right. Wendy's.
Wendy's. Emphasis on the S at the end.
Nuts.
Wendy's nuts drop into the deep fryer while I bite down on my Baconator fries.
Wendy's nuts go into S tier. I don't know if there's anything on the Wendy's menu that I wouldn't eat and enjoy.
Their chili. Their chicken nuggets. Their chicken sandwiches. Their French fries. Their burgers.
Dude, yeah, and they're one of those like Taco Bell that consistently comes out with a new thing every now and then. It might be limited time, it might not, you know. Like they had like an Asiago chicken sandwich, something. Like it's so good. Like everything they have is so good. The Baconator rivals that of the Bacon King. I mean,
This their hamburger patties just taste good.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else you can say
Fresh,
except
never
this
frozen.
is amazing. Exactly. The one time, remember when Miss Gladys put a fucking Wendy's burger in the microwave because they have the like aluminum foil wrappers and it just blew up?
I remember when Cohen did that. It was apparently his second time doing it at the school.
No, that is. I thought he put like.
It was a Chick-fil-A thing. It was just still putting
Okay,
something with
okay.
a metallic wrapper around it in the microwave for a second time.
I don't understand people. People are so stupid. One time, we were at the microwave down at the gym. Dylan put one in, or he put just like a ball of tinfoil just to be a little shit. and
Like
it
he
was
was.
and it was funny. It didn't catch on fire, but it was funny seeing like purple sparks in a microwave. Anyway,
It would be very fun just to like get an extension cord, go out into a field, and toss a fork in a microwave and turn it on and watch.
no, I mean we just watched from like 2 feet away because we were stupid. But
Well, I mean, I didn't say how far away we would be. It would just need to be far away from like the house.
Well, yeah, we were in the gym. Nobody cared if that thing burned down. It would have been fine.
It'd be like that.
I remember so
nice
many
one.
mornings we went to gym class and just had to wipe down the floor with towels because it leaked so much.
Yep.
That sucked. And then we proceeded to play manhunt and climb on top of the walls. That's a story for another day.
That was fun. Good times.
All right.
Have you had Whataburger before?
Yeah. Have you not?
I have. It was
Yeah.
very long time ago. Again,
It's pretty tasty.
It was very good. It's just that whole like as I got older, more and more people just kind of became living in my house as time goes on. So we just ate out to eat less and less. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I don't care where you put it. That's
I'm
good enough for
thinking
me.
A. Yep, I think it's better than everything in B. White Castle.
I enjoy White Castle. I like White Castle better than Crystals.
All right,
I would still just put it in B tier.
I think this is apt for C. If you agree.
We could put it in a C tier. We could fill that bad boy up a little bit more. Wiener Schnitzel. I've never been there.
Me neither.
We could make another tier just wiener and put that in it. What is this next one?
Wings.
Just wings. Okay.
I think it's a wing.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's wings over, maybe? Wings over? I don't. Yeah,
I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, me neither. Now, Wingstop, though. I thought that Wingstops were like merged with Pizza Hut. Am I incorrect in thinking this?
I do not know. I don't remember if that is that wing place that we went to that had the all-you-can-eat wings on certain days of the week,
I don't think so.
like at certain times. I don't think it was.
Wingstop was more fast foody than that. It wasn't a buffet. Yeah, I mean Wingstop was pretty. I think. Like
I don't know. I've not been to a Wingstop.
It's not offensive, so it's not a F. But I think C. Zaxby's.
Zaxby's, emphasis on the S at the end, just like Wendy's. I fucking love Zaxby's. Zaxby's has to be one of my favorite fast food places. There are so many items on the menu that I really enjoy eating.
All right. First of all, before I sing its praises, I just want to be a little bit of a contrarian here. I think their regular chicken, just like if you get the chicken strips or whatever, it's not great. I
love their chicken strips.
I don't think it. I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, but there's just something about its flavor that doesn't particularly jive with me, and I don't know what it is. It's just not my favorite. I love Zax sauce, even though if I eat too much of it, I get a headache for God knows whatever reason. But that being said, everything
they made their chicken sandwich.
Dude, no, the chicken sandwich is amazing.
I loved it. Like it was. At least the Zaxby's that I went to, it was like varied whether it was going to be one of the better chicken sandwiches I had or it was going to be like, man, I wish I got something else. But like I think that was just that Zaxby's was just kind of going bad.
Yeah.
Because I go to other ones, and it's fine most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, putting the extra Zack sauce on it. Oh, let it soak into the bread a little bit. It's like
have
one
you
of
ever
the
gotten
chicken nibblers, but large.
have you ever gotten extra seasoning for the fries?
Ooh, I do that every time now because they just don't have enough normally. It used to be more than I should have had as a normal amount, but now they just seem so naked.
Yeah. Yeah. I get the boneless wings, the sweet and
Their
spicy.
boneless wings are good.
I get the sweet and
I
spicy.
haven't had the sweet and spicy. I've had the honey barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Dude, they were so good.
Because my guy, the sweet and spicy mixed with ranch is like the sauce that I imagine God himself consumes with all of his meals. It is so good. The sweet and spicy with ranch, I'm gonna say it, I would murder babies for it. It is so good. And their fries are so good. Like, I man, Zaxby's is great. The only complaint I have with the meal that I get is that they don't put celery in it anymore. They don't put the celery
That's
in the
lame.
meal, and I am sad about it.
As a person who does not have the genetic requirement to appreciate the taste of celery, I feel bad for you. Man, I wish celery didn't taste like hand sanitizer when I ate it. 'Cause I would eat some celery.
I love that it just tastes like slightly lettucey water, and then I just chew on it like it's gum for far too long.
Dude, yeah, you literally lose more calories chewing celery than you
Yeah.
gained by eating it, which is crazy.
And that's just if you chew and swallow it like a normal person, but I sit there and chew on it because I love the texture of it. It's like stringy and it's great. It's so good. I get why cows just throw up their grass and just continue to chew it and then eat it again. And I get it now. I get it. It's
we have a lot in the never had category.
we really do. It is
I think it looks like we have more that we have had than we have not had, but like that's a very big percentage that we've not had.
let's see,
Or
there's
it's
27
been
and not had.
so many years. I counted like 4 or 5 times. I kept missing. I got like 30 something. So
Yeah, there's 40 overall. I mean, there's 40 not in
Okay.
never had. There's 27 in never had. So
I didn't count the Panda Express at the bottom. I did get 39 one of my counts.
yeah.
Oh, that's a crazy percentage that we've not had. Because so many of those we haven't even heard of.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if a lot of them are regional or if they just
Probably.
happen to be not where we live or whatever. But man, hey, it's editor Jake here. We kept talking for like 30 minutes and didn't really do much of an outro. I promise we'll try to keep the episodes shorter in the future, and we'll continue to try to do everything we can to get better. We hope this is the worst episode we ever post because we're going to continue to improve as much as we can, and we're really excited about episode 2. If you are watching on YouTube, we have an audio version on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. If you're listening to the podcast version, we're also on YouTube, where we'll hopefully be making some different types of content in the future. And anything that can be classified as internet content is something that we could potentially do someday. But that can only happen if you continue to support the show in whatever way you feel like. Whether that's liking the video, subscribing, leaving a comment, whatever you want to do, we appreciate it. Or don't do anything. We appreciate you just for listening this far into the episode. You can send in topics or episode ideas at internetcontentpod@gmail.com. And you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at ICWithTheBoys. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you again next episode.